So we started back on the Paragard yesterday, and I have so much of this stuff coming out. It looks like some little, like, just little red dots I've been telling you about. But it's like all of that stuff from the cheap jewelry purging out of my skin. Literally, it's like this much stuff. It's worse than it looks. It's worse than it looks. So yeah, we're gonna do the binder thing today. And I got my Jade machine here, my best friend Jade. Hey. I made a little AI picture. Let's find it. This one. Ooh, we're in Monaco. Hello. On a yacht with Suki the sloth. Suki's on the yacht too. She's drinking champagne, getting crunked. So we're gonna do a little face sculpting. I did charge this thing. Oh no. Oh my gosh, I'm already making a mess this morning. I woke up late, had a rush to go see clients. So I think I'm gonna do the Parasite cleanse thing again. Hello. In the evenings now. I feel like the parasites are like more awake with the moon anyway, right? So we're just gonna do it. We're gonna do a full dose, but just like once a day, and then extra binding stuff because we want this stuff out. Hello, army lover. Lots of treatments today, actually. So first is me getting ready here in Monaco on the yacht. Suki's here. The dogs are barking on the balcony, darling. So yeah, now that I figured out the green screen thing, I don't know what seagull is. I don't know what. USA to Morocco. Hello, Morocco. This is Monaco in the background because we're manifesting. So for the rest of this live stream, we're going to be pretending I'm in Monaco. Okay. We're not pretending, it's for real. I wonder why, like, with the cleanse purge, it's only coming out of, like, this side. This side's pretty clear. So this is going to do a quick warm-up on the skin. And then we're going to do a little IPL. We got to put the glasses on for this. If you're going to pretend I'm there, okay. Oh, thank you. Love you guys, too. So I do have the Jade machine here. We are going to be using that. Just getting it all warmed up. We're not talking about the gym right now. We're talking about skincare, idiot. No, you can't just hold it near your face. It needs to be touching your face. So you don't have to sculpt it like that, but I mean, that's what's gonna get it sculpted and moving. I'm moving the toxins out of my face because we're doing a cleanse and it's being purged. This is not your toothbrush, silly goose. This is a really fun, like, at-home tool that's not very expensive. You can find it in my Amazon storefront at the link at the top of my page. If you click the link tree, you'll see the Amazon storefront. And this one's not very expensive. I do have my favorite one here, the Jade. Star Wars strength, that would be dope. We have the This is not causing the breakouts, idiot. I just told you I'm doing a parasite cleanse and it's purging out of my skin. I've made like multiple videos. It's like day 7. So focus before you run your mouth, okay? Idiots. Exactly, Sean. Exactly. Low comprehension skills. Low. So yes, when you do a cleanse, especially a parasite cleanse, it's going to release a lot of heavy metals and stored up toxins, and sometimes that will express through the face. Sometimes it makes you fatigued, which I shot some videos about that as well. So just all of the things you should just expect to happen. And here's the thing. It's not that it's a bad thing that it's coming out. You want it out of the body, right? You want it out of the body. You don't want it to just like calm down and go back in, because then it's gonna pop back out again. So we just want to get rid of it. In order for us to get rid of it, it has to come up through the surface. It's just interesting how it really affected my right side more. You eat bugs. Why? I heard there's a lot of protein, but I saw them doing that in Mexico. And it looks gross. So this is like a red light therapy. It's got a little bit of a galvanic current in it. I have heard of skin mites. I'm an esthetician. So, but if you have skin mites, you don't go see an esthetician, you go see a dermatologist. We don't deal with that. Oh, wrong one. I want you to see all my spots. We're going to make it bright, because we're learning and growing and glowing here together. So next we're going to do a little IPL. I'm going to make sure to put on our eclipse glasses, so I'm not going to be able to see anything. Yep, super cheap, Ashu, super cheap, like I've already said. So not everybody can afford the professional devices that I have at the spa, like they're 10 grand. If you can and you want one, I can totally help you get one. But I always like to show people things that they can get to help their skin at every budget. There's good stuff that you can find for your skin at CVS. There's good stuff that you can find for your skin at the grocery store. There's good things you can find for your skin on Amazon. Are they going to be as good as the $10,000 machine? No, absolutely not. But just because you can't afford a $10,000 machine doesn't mean you can't get other stuff that can still help your skin that's not as expensive. So, oh my gosh, yeah, apricot scrub is from Walmart is literally the worst thing ever. That's the worst advice ever. Apricot scrub has walnut shells in it. I mean, you could literally Google apple, like, that's apricot scrub skin reviews. It's literally the worst. Awful. So, horrible advice. That's why your name is W Fail. I think you're trying to troll people. But great learning opportunity. Literally the worst. Nope, you're totally wrong, common sense. And that makes sense because you didn't spell sense right. So, you guys are silly. I like it. I like it. Okay, so this is an intense pulse light machine. Another thing you can get on Amazon. 20 years ago, this was like $10,000, and they did not have, well, your name is literally Fail, so who would listen to you? I mean, go ask any esthetician. That's literally the worst thing you could get for your skin ever. I was shocked. I actually shot a video. I was shocked that they still sold it when I saw it at Meijer the other day. I was like, oh my gosh, doesn't everybody know this is horrible? Okay. So this will also get rid of dark hair on light skin. Honey, literally, you could use grapeseed oil, and that would be way better than your skin than the apricot scrub. It's antimicrobial. It helps to balance hormones. Yes, so when you do a cleanse, like we said multiple times, I'm not going to explain this more than once, common sense, because you're just being annoying. When you do a purge, a parasite cleanse, like we've been filming for the last 7 days, it's going to purge stuff out of your skin. You're going to be tired. You might have Herxheimer reaction, which kind of feels like the flu. All of these things are going to happen for it to leave your skin. So can I even take care of my 13 kids? I didn't even know I had kids, so I guess not. Do you know where they're at? What's the like flashy thing? We're about to flashy thing you guys right here. Bow, bow. All right, so we got to put on the Eclipse glasses for this. We're going to start this side. Is it all the way up? Yeah, so these used to be super expensive. And these are Eclipse glasses, so I can't read anything you guys are saying. And nobody's going to be able to see what you're saying later. So yeah, these used to be like a professional one 20 years ago would be like 10 grand. I know estheticians who've been in the business 20, 30 years who got an IPO when they first came out, 10 to 20 grand. Insane. Sometimes even more. But now you can get this one. It's also in my Amazon storefront. It's going to help with skin issues. And it'll help get rid of dark hair on light skin. If your skin is more pigmented, if your skin is darker, you cannot use this. It'll actually bleach the melanin out of your skin. They do have laser options available for you, but you're going to probably want to go to a professional place that has lasers that specifically work on all skin types and all hair types. You want to be really careful when you're investing in professional laser treatments, because it costs like 10 grand just to like recalibrate their lasers every year, and a lot of places don't do that. So I've had professional laser hair removal treatment. If you have light skin and darker hairs, I mean, this is the way to go for sure. Like almost all the hair on my legs is gone. There's just like little sprinkles of it here and there. I'm so excited. Now that it's winter time. By my birthday in the spring, the legs are gonna be hair free. And I love that I can just like do this from my yacht in Monaco or my bedroom. right. Hello. All right, so that was the IPL. So for people who are new to the chat, so this is not acne, this is a Herxheimer reaction because I've been doing a parasite cleanse for a week. You can go back and watch those other videos. And June of 2014, I was wearing some like cheap fake costume jewelry that went across my head and I had a bad reaction. So since I'm doing the parasite cleanse, when parasites die, they will release heavy metals. So any like stored heavy metals that are like trapped in the tissue is going to be released, which is good. We want that out of the system. Do have to go through like the uncomfortable purge period, but we have lots of awesome skincare tools. Everybody has parasites, Ryan. Everyone. There's crypto parasites. There's like something like 400,000 potential parasite strains that we just don't have the proper equipment to test. There's worm parasites. They can go hide in your tissues. So we're going to be doing a lot of videos on those as well. This first round, I'm just doing the cleanse and sharing my journey with you. So we have a ton of videos about that. And then I've been also working on the videos that are a little bit more educational. So we pop in a little education here and there in the live streams. But yeah, excuse you, sir. Yeah, you do have parasites. Everyone has parasites. Everyone has parasites. So anyway, they're not just the ones, there's more different types of parasites than just the ones that are in your poop. That's not the only kind. There can be parasites in your brain. There can be parasites in your tissues. So this was an IPL. These used to be very expensive too. I think I bought this one during COVID and it was like $400, which is still not very expensive compared to like 20 years ago. These would be like 10 to 50 grand. And now this one you can get on my Amazon storefront for like 150 bucks. So it's only going to work on like lighter skin types. So if you have darker skin types, do not use that or you will literally bleach little squares into your skin. So next, Lainey, we needed you. The incels are angry today. We're talking about the Herxheimer reaction. So we got some of that up here where it's like purging the heavy metals that will happen when you're doing a parasite cleanse. We're on day 7. So you can't treat this like acne. If you do, you're not going to get the right results. So it's really important to understand what is what and what is not. Because if you're treating this like acne, it's not going to work. So, and half of the acne advice you're giving in the comments just sounds dumb. Lainey. So everybody, I just think what's really going on here today is that all of you have parasites. Not all of you, but all of the mean people, and the parasites are controlling your brain and they're wanting to say mean things because they want to keep being a parasite inside your body. So I understand. It's not you. It's the worms in your brain. So you can always, maybe one day it's all about just planting that little seed, smooth brain with worms in it, smooth worm brain. That's totally right. My dad died in 2022 and now he's gonna go haunt your ass because you're annoying. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. Like, There are a lot of human parasites too. We gotta get them out of here too. Bye. Balak. Balak. Ain't nobody got time for that. So hopefully as I'm clearing out like the parasites inside of me, then like the human parasites will also fade away. Fade away. Or run away. Either one. Don't block you without giving me your number. Well, if I blocked you, I wouldn't give you my number. Thank you. I made it this morning. Me and Miss Suki on the yacht because we're manifesting. In Monaco, baby. In Monaco. Okay, you're annoying. Bye. Don't come back. Out of darkness. Okay. Oh, I gotta get my little binder drink. That's gonna... So the binding is super important when you're doing a parasite cleanse. I really wasn't doing this properly when I did other ones where I was just like buying a kit, right? So with this parasite cleanse that we're doing, we're educating you on the way. You really want to honor your body. If you start getting a Herxheimer reaction, you want to back off. Like I'm taking Paragard or whatever parasite herb blend that you're using, and then do more of a binder. So the binder that I'm using is called Zeolite, because that one is specific for, that's like the best one that I've read that actually gets rid of like nickel as a heavy metal. A lot of the heavy metals that pulls out like charcoal or bentonite clay, it's gonna focus on like mercury, lead, not red, red lead. And this one literally tastes like nothing. So you have to drink this on an empty stomach. So like at least an hour after you're eating, because otherwise it can bind to the good nutrients in your food and you don't want that. So since I'm getting through that first leg of the whole cleanse, parasite cleanse, that's when a lot of the major purges are gonna happen. And we always have to honor our body, check in with it. Like, what do you want? No, baby, this is water. It needs to be purified drinking water, so a 7, not the ones with minerals in it, otherwise it can bind to the minerals. I learned that the hard way, and that was in one of the videos from this week. So we're trying to be quick because we're having more cameras installed. Yeah, send me $1,000 on Cash App and I'll bark for you. How about that? Not for free. I'm on a yacht in Monaco. The hell is wrong with you? Lasering myself. Bark for free, bitch. Why are you not plugging? Oh. Okay, I love having my Jade machine at home. Can we do some more serum? We've been doing good, Lainey. I've been doing a parasite cleanse. I don't know if you've been watching the videos over the last week. I started in the evening which I definitely think taking like the Parasite cleanse and then you have to take the binder, the zeolite, like at least an hour later. An hour, and the Parasite cleanse needs to be an hour away from food. Let's braid this back. Bro, hello in Afghanistan. All of the boats are mine, darling. We're manifesting. When you're manifesting, it's very important to speak of it in either present tense or past tense. Hello, Chicago. I'm actually in Carmel, Indiana, in the United States, so Chicago's really pretty close. What other kind of serums do we got here? Exactly, Peekaboo. What a cute name. I love that. You know, I didn't make that rule up. Fruit and infused. Dang it. This is a shimmer. There's fruit in it, though, I guess. This is supposed to be a makeup thing, but... Yes, darling, I do have cat eyes. That's because I do non-invasive face sculpting. If you are a skincare or wellness professional, I can actually teach you how to do it, too. Yeah, it's actually like a shimmer, but there's fruit in it, so we're going to go with it. We just got to keep the skin moist when we do this. So this is my... Oh, you can't see it. It's just that's just the yacht. Hola, Manuel. So I'm going to start down here. So this is skin we're clearing after a Parasite cleanse, Montero. So it's very common in the first week of the Parasite cleanse. You can get the Herxheimer's reaction, so that can make you feel fluish. So I have shot a video about this every single day. You can go back and watch them, watch the process. Yeah, we just want this all the way out of the face, but you got to treat it like what it is. You can't treat it like acne because it's not acne. And at the end of the day, we just want this stuff out of the body. That's why we're doing the cleanse, you know? So unfortunately, sometimes the purge goes with it. It's not fun, but it's part of it. And then once you get that deep cleaning done, then, you know, if your skin does get angry, it's not going to be like crazy angry. So the same machine is like when we do acne facials, allergy facials, because this is popping up from leftover nickel that's in my face. You mostly just drink hard alcohol and that keeps your skin nice. Well, you know what? Like, you gotta do what works for you, I guess. So, good point. So, when you're on a Parasite cleanse, alcohol is one of the things you cannot drink. And you want to stay away from sugary things. You want to stay away from breads, starches, dairy. Cheese has been hard. But in my study about the parasites, you don't want to do the actual herbs for too long because it'll shock them and then kill a bunch, but then they'll go back into the tissues and hide. So yesterday, after 7 days, I ate a cheese and steak quesadilla and to lure them back out, and then hit them again with the Paragard. And then we're binding and we're binding and we're taking all our vitamins. Back to the salads and the bone broth today is what we'll be eating for the next week. And then maybe we'll shock them again. Like next Monday. Monday will be the day we can eat cheese. But yeah, it works better in like pulsing cycles is what they officially call it. Thank you, Joe. Only you can give yourself the best day ever, Derek. Only you. But I believe in you, and I believe you can do it. Okay, duh, white man. You sound Oh, yes. Thank you, Brooklyn. Listen, the only people who are going to talk shit about you, nobody's going to ever talk shit about you if they're doing better than you. Because they're not going to have time. They're going to be out doing stuff. People who are doing better than you genuinely and generally want to help you do better. So when people, if you ever hear like trolls or somebody talking shit, it's just like them like projecting how they feel about themselves. It's not about you. They're the loser. Because you're not even thinking about them. Brooklyn knows what's up. Hi, Angelina. So this machine is for a lot of things. Right now we have it on the blue frequency to get rid of inflammation, acne, which this down here is acne because I just left my period time. This up here, though, is Herxheimer reaction, purging heavy metals from my skin because I had a bad reaction to some cheap jewelry back in June of 2024, and there's residual stuff like hiding in the tissues. So I did I'm doing a parasite cleanse, and when the parasites die, they release heavy metals. It's called die-off. So you can have a lot of die-off reactions. So if you do have die-off reactions, that means there's stuff in your body that, you know, needed to go away. So it's, you know, it's a sign. It's a good sign. It's not a fun period to be in, though, for sure. Okay, bye, Montiero. Demand is an idiot. Like, who calls themselves Demand? Not Demand. Hi, Lucita. Demand is... Listen, there's nothing wrong with being gay. Like, I know lots of happy gay people. Like, that's cool. Demand is probably on the DL, secretly gay. Now, the DL men, they secretly hate women because they want to be them. And then the kind of men that they want, while they have, like, this whole fake relationship over here, like, a lot of times they'll have a girlfriend, like a long time one, but they're always more hanging out with the boys. Oh, my gosh. If you haven't watched, like, some of the gay content creators that specifically talk about DL men, go find that rabbit hole. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You're gonna be like, oh, that makes so much sense. You're too lazy to have a skincare routine? Well, if you ever decide to have one, and you're already subscribed to this channel, you know, we have got tons of tips and tricks, and we learn and grow together. And I'm the little guinea pig for you guys to show you what works and what doesn't. So we are doing non-invasive face sculpting with frequency-specific microcurrent. So this is accelerating healing time by 500%, by increasing ATP production by 500%. A lot of people in this chat today are pretty dumb, so I'll explain what ATP is. So ATP is adenosine triphosphate, and it's what our cells use as like a cellular currency to make new cells. So if you have any injuries, you know, that ATP is going to help them heal faster. So really also very awesome for people when we do like post-surgical reconstruction, not reconstruction, but accelerated healing pretty much. Post-op care. If someone comes to see us like as soon as their drains are out, we can help accelerate the healing from the scar tissue so that like the scar tissue doesn't actually form. The sooner the better. Correct. Good job, Assassin. See, Assassin knows what's up. We do have some smart people in here. You know, well, there's just the loud ones. There's a lot of loud, dumb ones today. You down with ATP? Yeah, you know me. That's right, Glenn. It's raining in your city? What city are you in? I don't know. You're dumb and annoying, so we're just gonna kick you out. Because it's my chat, and I only want to hang out with the people that I like, and I can do what I want. Because I'm an adult. So if you're annoying, we're just gonna block you. I don't have to deal with annoying people. I'm my own boss. I own my own business. So if you're annoying, I'm just gonna not look at you and not think about you. Goodbye. Oh, Newport Beach. That sounds so pretty. Exactly, darling. We're manifesting here. So I just figured out how to do the green screen thing. And so now I'm making little AI backgrounds for you every day. So at 3:30 today, 3:30, about 3:45, we got Miss Anissa on. We'll be back at the spa. Ugh, yes. When I was in Miami, I had a spa in Miami. We would go do treatments on the yachts, though. It was fun. I wouldn't be getting them done. I'd be doing them to other people, but still a lot of fun. Oh, we've got another idiot. How many times am I going to have to explain this? So many dumb people in the chat today. This is not acne. This is a Herxheimer reaction that comes from doing a parasite cleanse that I've been posting videos on for 7 days. So if you treat a reaction like this, which is a release of heavy metals that comes out after the parasites die, like acne, you're not going to get results because it's not acne. Oh, yes. I can just feel that breaking up. So this is breaking up that big area we already showed. Ugh, yes. Yeah, Assassin, you should be getting to work on these people. Going crazy. With their small willy energy in the chat. It's like the highlight of their day. They don't get any attention. Mama never loved me. Daddy never loved me. Even though I'm in their basement right now because I don't have a job. Yeah, we can totally do this on bald heads. Depending on how long you've been bald, and here's the thing, some guys look really good bald. Some guys have the head, some guys look better bald, you know? There's lots of examples of that. But if you are wanting to grow the hair back, and it's been within 10 years, we can also use this to grow the hair back. So I do hair restoration treatments on the live streams from time to time as well. I did a short one the other day, but now that it's getting colder here in Indiana, once it gets cold, then I start doing it more often because I'll just wear wigs as a hat. You look good bald, Dawn. Good. Ugh. You look awful bald. I think I look good bald, but I like my hair. No, so we're not growing hair on the forehead now. We're breaking up these toxins that are being pushed out of my skin from the parasite die-off with the frequency that focuses on healing inflammation. So we're breaking this stuff up. We're moving it out of the face through the lymphatic system. And then we got it on a frequency. And a lot of times as we're breaking stuff up in the face, you might feel drainage like through the sinuses. Oh, yes. Can you guys hear the clicking? Click, click, click. There's also retraining the muscles of the face, but right now, primarily, I just want to break this stuff up and get it out so it never comes back. Because I can't believe how long it's been residing in my head and just popping up. So yeah, don't wear cheap costume jewelry. And don't hang out with cheap people. And rich people can still be cheap with their energy. It has nothing to do with like spending money, you know? Like if you ever hang out with somebody and then you feel like tired afterwards, like, oh my gosh, they were so annoying and draining, that's like a cheap person. That's like the same equivalent of like putting on fake costume jewelry and having it break out your forehead. You know, the sooner you can get them out of your life, just get it all the way out, the happier your life will be. Yeah, surprisingly, you know, all of that work, we did get all this stuff out of the left eyebrow pretty much. It's this right side that wants to be a problem. And I like stepped on a piece of glass with my right foot, some kind of omen. I got like 2 different cuts on my right foot. So whatever's going on with the right side is supposed to be the more masculine. So maybe I'm in my toxic masculinity right now. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. That's how we figure things out. We don't know, and then we go do some research, trial and error, and then we figure out what works. So I'm just sharing my whole parasite cleanse journey with you. The good, the bad, the ugly, the truth, you know? A lot of people who will talk shit about you in this life live their entire life behind filters and this fake facade, like everything's perfect. That's not real. Or they want to like hide behind masks and then just talk shit, you know? Thank you, Lucita. Oh, that's so awesome, Captain. Yeah, if you want to send a Cash App, my Cash App is Ella Bardo. You can donate to the Me Getting Another Jade Machine Fund. Because I still only have 2, and my goal was to have 5 by the end of the year, but I had 3 and 1 broke. So sad. So now I'm like spacing out a lot of my clients so I can keep one of the Jade machines here during the week until I have couples, and then I bring it back in. So right now we're using frequency-specific microcurrent to reduce inflammation. Ugh. And get rid of this toxic buildup in my forehead from wearing some cheap costume jewelry. After learning a lot more about the zeolite and the binders, I really feel like this would be a good addition, like literally for people to take no matter, you know, what they're doing at the spa. Because if we're doing the body sculpting, if we're doing the cupping, if we're doing the Jade machine, the skin tightening, the face sculpting, we're breaking down a lot of toxins that are trapped in the tissues. So it just makes sense when we're breaking down the toxins to do the zeolite. I think I'm going to be drinking zeolite like every day for the rest of my life. We're obviously doing it more for the cleanse right now, but ABC, always be cleansing. Oh, goodness. Thank goodness Lucita and Lainey got here. Jeez. There's a lot of angry incels in the chat today. For real. For real, for real. Okay, so this says it's for wrinkles, but it has B5, vitamin B5 in it. That's niacinamide, and that's going to help with getting rid of spots. It has honey extract. Honey is a natural anti-parasitic, and it's great for the skin. And acetohexapeptide 8 solution. So I'm going to rest and restore. So we're going to rest and restore, play that game during the day, and then do the Parasite, followed by the Zeolite at night. So it's looking better. But there's like so much in there you can't see. Like this part's huge. You can't see it, but I can feel it. Just because you lack testosterone does not mean someone who's a size 4 looks like a linebacker. Once again, that's saying more about you than it's saying about me. You know, maybe eat a cheeseburger and go lift some weights with your chicken legs. I can tell you probably got beat up by girls that, like, you tried to, like, hit on inappropriately, probably in high school, and, like, that's why you hate women now. Ugh. Yes, we do not work on genitals and we do not work on feet. 2 things we do not work on. It's all over the website. Ugh. Oh man, that broke up some shit. Oops, I said a cuss. Yeah, this does not feel great, but we want it out of the face, so, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Either just let it sit there, or I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get it out of the face for good. And we're attacking it from the inside this time. Hello, Miss Chanel. We are getting these toxins out of my forehead. So this is not acne. I've been doing a parasite cleanse for like 7 days. If you want to follow that journey, I've been posting videos every single day. I'm about to make a playlist on it. And it's been an interesting experience. So I'm just sharing my journey with you. I'm not like recommending anybody like else do that. You know, you can learn a lot. And I'm just like honest about my experience, you know. It's very common that if you're doing a parasite cleanse that you're going to have skin eruptions, because when the parasites die, they release toxic heavy metals that have been trapped in your tissues. And sometimes those are going to come out of the skin. So I'm not going to lie to you and be like, oh, my skin did look like absolutely angelic, like day 2 and 3. And then by the end of the day 3, this stuff started to come out and I started to like feel like the detox flu stuff. No, antibiotics are for bacteria. So you don't use antibiotics for parasites. But there are things that are antimicrobial, and sometimes those can help with virus, bacteria, and different parasites and fungus. Usually those are like natural herbs, oils, stuff like that. But actual medication, I don't think that they make anything that's antimicrobial that does all of it like the stuff in nature does. They usually separate it. So one would be a anti-parasitic, and usually the anti-parasitics are for specific parasites. And there's all kinds of parasites that we haven't even discovered yet. Ugh. I think salmonella usually comes from chicken. Oh man, it is breaking up. It sounds crazy. So I'll be sharing my journey with you every day. You can see how it's going. But the same stuff that causes acne is also the same stuff that causes wrinkles. So weird how this side stayed clear, but this side was just like, purge, baby, purge. I don't know, Wyatt. Why don't you go look it up for yourself and come back and do a little book report for us? Huh? Sounds like a super dumb question. But we've had a lot of those today. Lobster, you're new here today. We've been doing a parasite cleanse. God, I've said this 1,000 times. I'm like having fun with some of you, but some of it's just being annoying. When you do a parasite cleanse, you will have die-off. The parasites die. They release heavy metals. One of the things that this will cause is Herxheimer reaction, which is a purging from the skin, part of a parasite cleanse. I'm doing this and showing you so you don't have to, because a lot of you are very sensitive and don't even show your picture in your profile. And none of you would ever do this because you care too much about what people think. And some I have to say, for some reason, even though I've like gained a bunch of weight on purpose, put my acne on the line, put all the things on the line, for some reason you think that I care or that you're gonna hurt my feelings saying that. Just dumb. Yes, we actually have lots of different facial massages that lift the skin. So we have a special lymphatic drainage massage that does great with that, a buccal massage, face sculpting that does great with that, that's safe for people with pacemakers, it's safe for pregnant women. So we do not use electricity on people with pacemakers or pregnant women. Exactly, Jurian. Exactly. Oh yeah, we got to the bottom here. Yeah, this stuff is buried deep in the skin. So if you don't get it out, that's how people end up looking old. Because the stuff just adds on top of each other, on top of it, and then you get a big old wrinkly face. So those are your options. You can get rid of the toxins, or you can keep looking old. For me, I'm going to get rid of the toxins, so I don't have a big old wrinkly red face. But do you, boo? Do you? A lot of these people are probably just like naturally ugly anyway. Like there's nothing you could do. Like I can't fix bones. If your bones are ugly, you got to go to a plastic surgeon. We don't do that. Yes. Well, you're in luck because we'll be doing videos every day so you can watch the progress or lack of progress. We'll see if that happens. Thank you, Lucita. Lucita, you're the best. So, Danny, if you want one of these, I offer professional training. So just go to ellabardo.com, ELLABARDO.com, and there'll be a little pop-up with a pretty blonde lady hooked up to our flux machine asking how can we help you, and then just leave a little message and we can set up a call, a time for a call for a consultation. I love them. I have 3. Ugh, gosh, I just cannot believe how much stuff came out of my forehead from a parasite cleanse. We're just in the beginning. So, you know, you can wait and let time do its thing, wait forever, or, you know, just let it go back down and it'll keep coming back out, or you can do this and get it out forever. Oops. Yes, nutrition is a very important part of doing a parasite cleanse. There's a lot of things you can't eat or drink. You can't drink alcohol. You can't have dairy. You can't have bread. No processed foods. No refined sugar. There's like over 400,000 of different parasites that they haven't found. How arrogant and dumb of somebody to think, like, they just figured out like new glands. They just found new glands in the head like this year. All the times people have done brain surgery. But yeah, I'm sure we've documented we haven't even documented all the fish in the sea. Just because we don't have the tools to measure it doesn't mean they're not there. They're finding new parasites all the time. So once again, I'm pretty sure that's the parasites inside of you that don't want to leave, that are talking. Oof. People get triggered by the parasite thing. Like, I'm parasite cleansing myself. I'm not even telling you to parasite cleanse. I'm just parasite cleansing myself and sharing my experience with you. And people get triggered. I don't think it's them. I think it's the parasites inside them that are getting angry because they want to stay. Okay, so the guy's here to put more cameras on the house. There's too many of you motherfuckers have parasites and don't want to get rid of them. So now we need more cameras. So it's been fun. Say hi, Lou. Lou, come here. Okay, bye. Bye, besties. Bye, everybody with worms that doesn't want to get rid of them and is angry at me for wanting to do a parasite cleanse. Freaking weirdos.